fuck you up so bad, your stomach might swell up, and you can't never get that motherfucker back down.
You might die.
You might die.
Worm and you can get a salmonella poison.
Yeah.
From eating raw meat.
You know, it's a saying that they say what's good. A lot of older people say it, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know, talking about males and females, but you know, that's not the case. You know, what's good for the goose might kill the gander. And you know, what's good for the heathen ain't good for an Israelite, man.
Right.
That's just how the Most High put that difference in between us, man. We can't. Moab, they can eat all that raw squid and shit still crawling and suctioning in their face while they eating it, chomping snails and all. We can't do that, man. You know, I tried to eat sushi one time and I couldn't even force myself to swallow it. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I ain't gonna even fuck with it again. But then when I learned about the truth, I ain't supposed to be eating that shit no way.
Right.
Raw ass shit, hell no. I'm cool. You know, but a lot of things that we experience, you realize like, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to be messing with this no way. Or damn, I'm glad I, you know, found out about this because, you know, I was sure headed this way or that way. Nah. You know, that word holy means separate.
Right.
You know, separated from these heathens, man. They envy us because we separate. And our people being in these captivities then looked at the heathens like they was the holy ones.
Yeah.
Like they was something to amount to.
Yeah, if I can add too, just like shaving your beard, Israelites, the black man normally gets like little bumps.
Yep, kind of.
And shave the back of his head, he gets little bumps.
Yep.
He shaves beard. And these bumps last for years too.
Yeah.
When you continue to shave, because Rustin, I had to shave every day. So when you shave, you get these little bumps and everything, and they cause you to scratch. And then you get bigger bumps, bigger bumps.
And kind.
And it's on your neck, it get on your neck, it get on your throat, and it hurts. Sometimes it bleeds. But Esau can have a shaved face like that.
Like
You know,
nothing.
and nothing.
He could shave with no water or nothing. Just take the razor. I done seen them. Out in the field, in the military, they just take a straight razor and just knock it off. Let Jake do that. His shit gonna be Nestle Crunch bumps on there. But that's a sign that you're not supposed to be doing it.
Right.
You know?
That's Israelite 101. First, wake up to the truth. We already know we're separate and different.
Yeah.
And that's basically the fundamentals of this truth. That we're different and we got different customs. The Jewish people, they have different customs. They hold different way, different customs than the average American. Now I got a precept real quick because you called for it earlier, bro. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, for woman shall compass a man.
Yeah. And see, you got these bonehead women that'll read that and be like, see, the Lord said we was gonna surpass men. It's our time now. That was as a shame to us, man. Because the Lord already said the place for a woman, the place for a man. And if you don't believe what the Old Testament said, it said in the New Testament as well. It gives you the hierarchy, the chain of command. You know? And the woman is under the man. You know, in the beginning the Lord said her desire shall be towards her husband. What that mean? You do what he said.
Well, you had those women that went over to the Caribbean 2 years ago, Costa Rica, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. They were saying they're getting away from the so-called white man. So they had a bunch of dykes and single women go over there, and that's what their MO. No men, no so-called white men. Because this is when the shootings shootings going on. Now they're being separate. Are they doing that in righteousness? No, they're not.
Not at all. Because that's still testosterone supposed to be over the history.
Well, a woman will tell you now, we need masculinity now for the form of work we're doing. For us to be competitive in the corporate world, we have to have that dose of masculinity in us. That's a recipe for disaster. The hell?
It's like they will try every avenue except the right one.
Yeah.
well, before I do what I know is right, I'm gonna try this and see if I can get by with it. Fuck nah, man. It's not going. It's already been laid out, man.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest shit. It's already been laid out a blueprint for you to do what you're supposed to do, but you're gonna try to do everything else to see if you can still make it work. Right?
Yeah, but like a woman, if she's right driving, right, get her license, she's gonna blame the driving instructor for crashing. She's not gonna blame herself for getting in that collision head on. She's gonna say, oh well, why you give me the license in the first place?
Yeah.
So that's what they're
I
going.
didn't heard that before.
Their complaint is going to be to the Lord. Well, Lord, you did this and that. We had to leave. You know, we had to. Black man that wasn't the head of the family, the community. They were in jail, prisons, and down low, gay. We had to take over. We had to be the boss. We had to be the queen. You know? But that's not going to be justified in the Heavenly Father.
You got look at most of the album. Why do you get it? Why do you become another wife to man?
But see, that's looked down upon. Now you got women that's into the polyandry shit or whatever, and it's like you trying to stay on the same level as a man. It don't work like that.
Yeah,
You know?
I think you was going to get Jeremiah 50 or something.
Yeah, 51 and 45. Somebody can grab it. I got 31 real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter Salakia 23 and yeah 23 and verse 9. My heart within me is broken because of the prophets. All my bones shake. I am like a drunken man, and like a man whom wine hath overcome, because of the Lord, and because of the words of his holiness. For the land is full of adulterers, for because of swearing the land mourneth, the pleasant places of the wilderness are dried up, and their course is evil, and their force is not right. For both prophets and priests are profane, yet in my house have I found their wickedness, said the Lord. You know, it's you know, it's a lot of the adultery going on. You know, it's a lot of the false prophets going on. And the Lord gonna store that at his own house. You know, the saying, sweep around your own front door, you know, before you try to sweep around mine. The Lord is gonna do that. And you know, he's addressing the bullshit of Israel first. The false prophets, you know, the people committing all the evils, you know, the adultery, the spiritual whoredom. He got a problem with that. And he set up men to tell our people where they go off. But they don't want to hear that because our people mentality is, motherfucker, you in slavery just like me. You went to school just like me. You know, you just like me. How do you know more than me? Why should I listen to you?
Right.
You know, you ain't got a degree. You ain't there. Why the Lord sent you up and not me? But that's our people don't believe that the Lord be dealing with the men that he dealing with.
That's that crap in the bucket.
Yeah.
Like I was going into, I think I said last week about basically the fight within, or the dissension amongst each other, the rank and file. Jake don't go to the military talking that shit.
Man,
You don't talk to your captain, drill sergeant. I should be drill sergeant. Although you just came out
just
of
got there, yeah.
the little boot camps and shit. I can run this shit too.
Bob, you're gonna have to speak up if you speaking.
Yeah, it's funny that Esau, he shows respect to Jake, shows respect to Esau, but when it comes down to Jake, their own people, it's flat out disrespect or disregard. That's why you can tell them something, they don't take what you say in regard. They fan that away.
Isaiah 29:16 says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? And shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? Bring it down. Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
So you got all this manner of bullshit out here being lifted up as if it's right, man, as if it's the right thing to do. And if you have a conscience or the moral compass, if your moral compass is intact, you wrong for saying something.
Right.
You know, everything that once wasn't in the ancient world is like you know, you wouldn't catch no women walking around just naked and shit. Just see, you can just see everything, even when you ain't trying to see nothing. You can just see it. You know, all these different guys walking around with their women parading their asses around. Like that wasn't a thing in the ancient world. Like a woman to get her ass smoked for that shit. You know, but they don't have a fear of anything happening to them. But that's this place, that folly being set in great dignity, man. Like foolishness is leading the way now. You know? But I guarantee you, if there, I ain't gonna say if, but when these police stop, you know, being, you know, doing their job, because they ain't gonna wanna do this shit when all hell break loose. Women gonna be at the mercy of the man that they around. You know, so it's just not smart for them to do that. But hey, it's no fear of a present danger, so I can do what I want to. And you see, majority of women, their mindset is whole mindset. What type of woman says I want to show my body off to everybody I walk past? A whore, man. You know, and hey, I know, brother. I mean, guys out here be wanting that fairy tale with the woman and the kids, and you know, a stable life, but that shit ain't it. Once they brought in liberation, that was it. You can't tell them nothing now.
Now they crying today though.
Yeah.
I'm saying they crying for the last 2 days. What's this lady name? Ruth Ginsburg or
That
something? Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was like a feminist pioneer.
Yeah.
She just got the Lord just killed her.
Yeah.
Now the liberal Edomite women crying their asses off, man.
But guess what? That's
they freaking out because that's an omen.
Yeah, that's a message to the rest of you, man. Mm-hmm. You pushing bullshit. That feminism, man. That's against the Most High, man.
Well, it works for most of these niggas though. They can get laid and shit. And they destroying themselves.
Right.
Yeah. Good shit. My brother put out like video, like these different types of STDs, syphilis, gonorrhea. I mean not syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, all these different diseases out here because why these women are promiscuous.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what it started with.
Right.
It was a study years back. God said that a man can have 10 women. Or 5 women. If those 5 women only deal with him, then nobody's going to catch any STDs because they're dealing with one man. But let a woman can have 5 men. They all deal with her. Everybody got the same thing. So that show you that whole polygamy and polyandry is not equal, man.
Mix.
You know, it don't mix. A woman is not to be shared, man.
Right.
You know, on the other hand, women can share a man because the Most High set it up that way.
Right.
That's what they can't get over. They steady try to figure out a way how to say the Most High messed up or something. No, man.
And if I can say, these different type of disease come from like what you eat, and disease come from homosexuality, and disease come from whores.
Yep.
You know, like that's where disease come from. Your diet and what type of box you hit.
Yep.
You know, or how many niggas you you know, as a woman you having sex with, or if you a faggot or not. Like, that's where all these diseases come from.
Yeah. Because that homosexuality, the meat for that is the disease. That's what you get for that, for doing that. But you got these commercials, it start off. If you're living with HIV, stay the way you are. No, motherfucker, that's why you like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they pander to these.
There's always a nigga in the HIV
Oh
commercial.
man, it's always an Israelite. They always got either now they got the Latino guy in there.
Hey, if you
You
could
know?
ask Chadwick Boseman about that shit, he'll tell you that shit wrong, man. He died. That's what he died from. He died from a certain type of colon cancer, where it's like 400 times more likely a homosexual man to die from that type of cancer, man. It's 400 times more likely for a homosexual man to catch that cancer that he had.
That's why
So
they.
that show you
always-
what he was. Yeah.
That's why they always got to give you these pre-med shit. 'Cause they know something gonna fuck up with you. That's why they gotta, start taking these meds and.
Like I say, homosexuals can't even donate blood because their blood is contaminated.
Yeah.
Like they whole makeup is just defiled.
I got the preset. They still be in there donating though.
So this is what the Lord said about why women not supposed to be shared, man.
Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man put away his wife, she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly